I think there are several ways to support the movement in Myanmar and the people of Myanmar. You know, if you're a journalist, it's important for you to amplify voices that are not been amplified yet. And if you're a donor, a philanthropist, it's important to distribute the grant or the money that you have to make sure that the money have been allocated in a different field, not just in Rangoon or big city. You know, it has to go beyond Rangoon. Those also need support, like financially and medically, resources, you know, for example, how to keep you safe, and that kind of strategic planning on how to keep yourself safe in the midst of war would be helpful to get from an expert. If you can hire an expert, or if you can buy resources that can be useful and translated into Myanmar language and distributed to the people of Myanmar. Maybe having a psychologist to come up with a list of exercise or strategy on how to keep yourself sane in the midst of this, or even doing a webinar for activists on the ground to talk about their struggle and to talk about their traumas. And so I think there's so many ways to help depending on the availability, the resources that are available to you. You can support and help people of Myanmar. And please consider helping people outside of Rangoon and Mandalay as well. This is something very important to me. We need to make sure that as someone who are sharing resources, collecting resources, we need to make sure that it is allocated equally and distributed equally in those areas that are most needed as well. So
there are so many thousands of people who take civil disobedience movement in different part of the country. So the need is enormous. So the international community also shows support for the CDM movement. I mean, like the different people who take CDM to be able to hide or to be able to eat and to be able to support their family, so that like we can on hold this CDM movement longer. How to say, invite MP, member of parliament from the other ethnic party as well, who are elected, of course. So it will not be like successful if only the NLD members of parliament are in the CRPH. So this will mean that it is not inclusive. So they will have to make it more inclusive, then they will get more legitimacy, and they will get huge support from all walks of life, all different backgrounds.